We got some good stuff.
Stuff that's already happened that, you hit record and it's on, I don't like to say it because, people don't show up.
No. But we already interviewed the main part.
Yeah. Something's already brewing here, people.
Something's brewing, guys. So don't worry, because a lot of them are wanting to stick up for me. It's okay. It's okay. I got this. Don't worry about it. We got Malaya.
And look, if someone's connected to Teresa listen, this is equal opportunity. You got to put a real person in front of us that has to be vetted.
Yes.
Has a real, we can't just take so listen, everyone who's team Melissa and team Marge and all that, find us someone interesting to talk to related to Louis or Teresa or somebody.
We both got some information on Louis. Well, I sent it to you.
You did. You sent me.
I DM'd you. I can't talk about it yet because it's in the works. Yeah. Well, listen, it wasn't good, so I'm not reporting that until I find out for sure it was not good. Something to do with some new venture that he's doing overseas. I don't know.
Wow. I must have missed this in your DMs.
Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you when we hang up. I got to go get my lashes.
Investigate that one.
Yeah.
Andy Cohen has come out and said, of course he's going to say this because it creates the mystery. He's like, I could see the show moving forward without Teresa or without Melissa.
Yeah.
Or
with both of them coming back.
Look, you know that I'm still conflicted on this. I still say Marge is the one to go, and I know you're going to say everyone is coming back. You might be right. You really might be right.
Let's talk about the bet. So David and I and Laura, after David made me bounce all over the city and I was aggravated, but it was a beautiful place. But I like
we went to Avra.
We went to Avra, the new one. David likes everything new.
The one that Bo Dietl sat next to Melissa and Joe at.
Right. I'm not crazy about the area. Okay. I like the other one.
The other one is 10 blocks away, girl.
10 blocks away, but it's still a better area and it's a better crowd. Now, I loved it. Don't get me wrong. The food was great. I had a glass of wine. I was very happy because I was a little stressed I drove in myself. And then because I drank a glass of wine, Lorraine drove home. But it was, the traffic was unbearable. It was just unbearable. But long story short, we sat with Laura. We had a wonderful time with her. And David and Laura made a bet. Go ahead, David.
Well, I'm not sure about Melissa. I'm putting her in a different category, but I am convinced that, and a lot of people slipped into my DMs, that the one that's really going to go to me is Margaret. Maybe Melissa too, but I really think the way to change the show, and we'll get into this other thing with Margaret, is that Margaret is going to go. That's my honest opinion, whether I love her or hate her. Again, I love Lisa Rinna, and I always said she was going to go. So this is nothing personal against Margaret. I think the toxicity is associated with her and Melissa, and I don't see how Melissa and Teresa can both stay, but I do think that because, Melissa is the franchise second after Teresa, they really would like to keep her in some way, not because of Joey, which I'll get into, but I really think Margaret's going. And Laura, Margaret's ex-best friend, really is like, she agrees with you. She's like, I don't think anyone's going. I doubt they're going to get rid of Margaret. And Laura and I made a bet that if Margaret goes, and I was right, I get to have dinner anywhere I choose in New York, and Laura is paying.
And if she doesn't,
I will be taking Laura to a dinner. So that's how we have a bet on Marge. So now I kind of want Margaret to go just because I want my free dinner.
Okay, honey, so I'm getting an
appetizer.
Where would you pick?
It's really funny. I joked to Laura and I'm like, I'm not going to pick Per Se because Per Se is just so fucking crazy.
I went there a couple times.
That's like hundreds. And it's not even like $200.
What's the one downtown that's real expensive, hard to get into? I can never remember the name, the Italian place.
Carbone. I love Carbone.
Carbone. Me too.
I love Carbone.
Me too. I went there years ago. I want to go back. Let's go back.
That's not a bad choice. The veal parm on the bone, and then you got to get the tableside Caesar salad. That's the way to order.
Well, yeah, I don't eat meat. I don't eat red meat or veal, but I would get the Caesar salad. Absolutely.
The tableside. But I really maybe want to choose somewhere I haven't been, but Carbone is not a bad. Carbone and Waverly and downtown are my favorites.
Right.
Uptown, Fresco, beware at Fresco. You could run into Margaret, Little Pierre.
Oh, I love Fresco.
They're all there.
I would love to run into them.
Me too.
Hi, Margaret. Hi, bitch boy. How are you?
You got to get the phone out. You got to start hitting record when they approach you.
Yeah.
Now,
No, they're not going to approach me.
so we do have a bet with Laura. We'll see. Now, Margaret, I got something writing on you not coming back. I guess I will take Laura. Listen, if Margaret comes back, the dinner will be the least. Look, let her come back. We'll have a lot to talk about next season.
Listen, they got good ratings. The person that told me about the house told me that when he was on, they had 3 million viewers. They're up to like a little over 1 million. This is the best they've been in a while. So why get rid of them? See, that's the way these networks think.
But Beverly Hills had the best season in years, and they got rid of Rinna. I don't know. Listen, now here we got to talk about this because this ties into Margaret, because you and I have some new information about Miss Josephs. We reported last week that we heard a rumor, and we said it then, and then it went all over the world. And I'm like, well, did you say that was a rumor? They did, that Margaret is going to executives and saying that she feels like, it's dangerous,
uncomfortable.
Like, she feels
dangerous,
uncomfortable to film with Louis. And we were like, we even said last week, I think I said the exact
like,
words.
How stupid is that?
And Margaret's not dumb. And I said this, she's not dumb with how to play this game. And I'm like, how stupid. And we gave her advice like, girl, you're putting the nail in your coffin for her job. Now we have a new thought process. And someone in the DMs kind of was like,
they're smart, these people. These people are smart.
Someone in the DMs put this out there to me, and I'm like, only one person. And I said, oh my God, the light went on, and I'm like, you are so fucking smart. They're like, couldn't Margaret be going and just laying out a case that she doesn't feel comfortable with HR? And now if you're fired and you're on record of not feeling comfortable,
lawsuit,
you can still be fired, but you probably will get a payout. You'll probably get a payout. Like,
I agree. To be smart, David.
Right? So this woman is going to be fired possibly. And possibly, I mean, this is how it works. They'll say like, go away and here's, half your salary, or here's 250 grand, and just, we're sorry. I mean, it's now documented if this is the case that she feels uncomfortable filming. Imagine if this were a regular corporation, you were an accountant or a teacher, or you were in like an actual office. I guess a teacher is not, and you went and complained to HR and said, I feel uncomfortable. There would be a paper trail now. It would be
1000%.
And if you were fired 3 days later after saying you feel uncomfortable, you have a potential lawsuit, or they're like, sign this paper, you're getting 2 weeks severance, and you're like, I'm getting 7 months severance, bitch. Thanks.
Yeah.
So at $750,000 a year, approximately, Margaret's probably walking away with like 350. There could be a payout. She's very smart.
He did warn her. He did warn her on the stage. He did warn her. So, and Joe or whoever it was like, are you threatening her? So he did do some things on that stage that she can use. We watched it, so it's this is some crazy stuff. So,
but do you understand, because this is crazy stuff, that's probably why she is going to lose her job, and possibly others. Listen, and Louis
allowed to threaten people. He's allowed to threaten. And Margaret loses her job. It's one thing to have him investigated, because me and you would do the same thing. We'll investigate the shit out of all of you if you want to investigate me. But to